Men 50 to 59, round of 60-mile race.
The MT518. You have service. Nice to meet you too. Great to see you both.
Hello. Okay, let's check out the rocket tubeless plug kit. So, all contained in this CNC aluminium unit, we have two caps. Under the smaller cap, we have the extra hand tool. What this does is when you've got that flat, put it in the hole, preserve any air that's already left in the tire so you don't have to pump so much up later. Underneath that, we've got the storage compartment. So we've got 4 anchors. These are reusable, 2 large, 2 small. The large ones take up to 4 plugs. That's the size of the plug. The small ones take up to 2, so you can tailor them to how big the puncher is that you've got. It also contains 15 plugs. So plenty to keep you going for a long time, used with those anchors. Like I said, these anchors are reusable. So when you finish with your tire, when you've worn it out, take it off the rim, you can pull these out and pop them back in the tool. So only thing on the market that's got anything like this, reusable. And this is how it looks when it's set up. So the plug feeds through the anchor, and what you do is you push the anchor through the hole, it drags the plug through and locks inside, so that is not coming back out. It's the only plug or tubeless repair that mechanically locks inside a tire, the most secure you can get. Like I said, you can load this up with 2, 3, 4 if you use the bigger anchors, and you can keep putting more through the same hole. So if you've got a bit of a slash, you can put 2 or 3 next to each other, pretty much going to get you home whatever happens. Shall we have a little demo?
Let's do that.
So, we've got, I'll just go into this. So this little piece is adjustable. We can make it shorter for gravel tires or less tread, smaller volume, longer if you're dealing with big, chunky mountain tires. And all that you're going to do is get this ready to push through when you know where the hole is. So if I rotate this just a little bit further forward, we're all ready. And job done. That isn't coming back out. You can actually pick up the entire wheel by that. That's not going anywhere.
Take care, guys.
Later, you too.
Hello, my name is Noel Dolatalis. I'm the co-founder of a company called Anomaly. And Anomaly, what that stands for is a deviation from the norm, something that is not normally seen, a little bit off kilter, but really that speaks to the ethos of our brand and what we're really focusing on. We don't want to do typical types of components or accessories. We're really only focused on new to the world innovations, things that people have never seen before, and that's the way we've decided we want to position our company, is only focusing on incredibly unique products. So the first product that we released this year, or 3 years ago, sorry, was a product called the Switchgrade. And what the Switchgrade does is a saddle angle adjuster that changes the angle of your seat to allow for better positioning for when you're climbing and also for when you're descending. So I will bring over an example here, probably better suited for the demo. But so for example, imagine if you're on flat ground, having a flat saddle is perfect. But what happens is when you start to climb up a very steep hill, now the rider is starting to slide off the back of the saddle, and then yet as humans, we tend to adapt to that. So what we normally do is try to move our weight forward, and we end up sitting on the nose of the saddle, but we all know that that's not very comfortable, because what that does is it adds additional pressure on your perineum, so it causes pain and numbing, and it's not very comfortable. And apart from that, if you're sliding off the back, that means you're constantly trying to hold the bars as much as possible, but then you're becoming more and more fatigued. It activates your core. You get it's a lot harder to breathe, and you get tired faster. What the Switchgrade does is it allows you to change the angle of the saddle. So that way it remains flat, and now it's perpendicular to the pull of gravity rather than parallel to the ground. So the benefit here is when you put it in this position, it raises the back of the saddle 30 millimeters, and it drops the nose down. So now you're able to sit where your sit bones should be seated on the saddle. And what it does is also, instead of arching your back, now your back is straight. So you're no longer feeling that lower back pain. It opens up your hip and your torso angles, so you're no longer compacted, and you can breathe a lot easier, and you're also no longer grabbing onto the bars with all your energy and wasting all that energy and getting tired. So that is one of the benefits. And then the other benefit is, now that you're at the top of the hill, when you're starting to go downhill, what you don't want to do is to have the back part of your saddle in the way of your private area. So what this does, similar to a downhill bike or a free ride bike, is it drops the saddle down for descending. So what that does, because it drops 30 millimeters, is now have a lot more clearance over the saddle, so you can move away and around the saddle much better. And what it does is it moves the wide part of your saddle away from your thighs, so that you no longer get caught up, and instead it positions the saddle here, so you can steer it a lot better with your knees or your inner thighs, and it's a lot easier to move around the saddle. And the Switchgrade itself, we designed it so that it's very robust. There's only 6 parts altogether and some internal hardware. Very, very strong. It's very lightweight. It's only 155 grams. And when you consider that it replaces the stock rail clamps, which average around 60, the net gain on your bike is only about 100 grams. But the benefits that you get out of it are very, very powerful. The other thing I should mention too is when you tilt this forward into the climb mode, because it raises the back, it actually pitches you forward 10 millimeters and up 10 millimeters. So in effect, you gain an extra steepness of 1 degree, which is putting you in the best position for climbing. And that is, in a nutshell, is the Switchgrade. This is our version 2 model, but we're also, actually, before I go into that, the version 2 model, what makes this very unique also is that you have the ability to convert this from 3 positions to 2 positions, simply by removing a limiter screw in here, and you will effectively lock out one of the positions here. Okay, and the other cool thing that we've done with this too is we have enabled even greater compatibility by allowing the use of these composite shims, composite adapters, so that if you bought, let's say in this case here, you have the Switchgrade installed on a bike yoke, which is our Pack B installation kit. But let's say later on you bought a 1-up dropper post that has a different radius and a different stack. You basically just buy another shim stack, another fit kit, instead of buying a new Switchgrade, and you can just continue using it without any interruption whatsoever. And one of the other things that we're here to do is to also preview a prototype that we have been working on. And this is in similar concept. It's also a switch grade in that it changes the angle, but this one is going to be aimed towards more of the cross-country, gravel, roads, bikepacking segment where their needs for a saddle tilt is not as steep. So what we've done here is we've introduced a saddle angle adjuster that has 35-degree range, but in 5-degree increments. So this way, if you are a gravel rider, you can elect to have flat and only say -5 degrees. And how you would do that is borrowing the same technology. All you need to do is you move the little limiter screw here, set it to the position where you'd like so that it blocks off your movement tilting backwards. You set that to fix that angle, and then similarly, you use the limiter in the front to limit the tilt forward as well. So it can be many different things for many different riders, and we're pretty excited by it. We're still working on it, but the plan is to release this in just a few short months after we've done more testing and we're fully happy with it. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. No. Sorry, I'm like, all right, go back to it. Sorry, I don't know Android. You open up another tab. Open up another tab. Open up another tab. No, I know. Open the link on the browser. In Android, so I want to open another tab. So that way, leaves that tab open. It's like you crank and then boom, you're on the landing page. You'll see all the pause here, pause there, different logos. All right, okay, thank you.
Sweet. I'm Kyle from High Above. We're a Washington, US-based mountain bike pack maker. So all of our product is made in Washington. It's all designed to be super durable, last for a long time, be repairable, and all that. So this is the first product I'll tell you about here is the Supernatural Pack. This is a relatively new product for us. We launched it a few months ago. It's a vest-style hydration pack. So we see a lot of people that would run like trail running vests and stuff while mountain biking, but often that product is not designed for mountain biking. So we took the trail running vest style front. You've got pockets on the chest straps here, 2 sternum straps, and side straps as well. And then in the back part, it's designed for mountain biking. So we've got pump straps here. So these will hold pumps. We've got 2 pockets here for tools and such. A zippered pocket. With a key clip inside, and then it comes with a 2-liter reservoir as well. It also has a full face helmet carry system, so you can strap a full face helmet on the outside if you like to ride the full face, and then this bungee on the outside. So this is it's about a 6-liter capacity, so 4 liters of cargo and 2 liters of water. And again, it's just made with really durable materials, waterproof YKK zipper, so just designed really to last, designed to hold up to the tough conditions of mountain biking for sure. It's available in this gray color as well as black. Then moving along to the hip packs here. So we've got a variety of hip packs. This is our Rad Pack. It's the smallest pack. It's about 1.5 liters capacity. It's a very just small pack. No water carry in this one. Just really small for short rides. It has a phone sleeve and just a kind of open pocket there. And then it does have these little, we call them ETC straps. They're little straps that you can hook in here. So if you want to strap a jacket or whatnot on the outside. Again, that's called the Rad Pack. That's our smallest pack, available in 3 different colors. Is this one here? These have switched. There we go. Next we've got the Lookout Pack. So this is a 2.7 liter, kind of a traditional zippered pocket hip pack. Has 2 tool pockets there, a phone sleeve, and then just a main internal area, and then also a zippered pocket on the outside. It does also have, this one has a water bottle carry, so these are removable. Comes with one, you can put it on either side, or you can buy a second one if you want to carry 2 bottles. And also Fidlock waist belt buckle, so really easy to use. This is our, again, called the Lookout Pack, made in the USA like everything. Moving along here, this is my favorite hip pack that we make. This is the Venture Pack, so it's got a Fidlock opening, so really easy to open up and get in and out. You can do it while you're riding, just open it up and get it in there. It's also very water resistant because there's no seam on the top, so it's very rain resistant. This is kind of the same interior layout. It has 2 tool pockets and a phone sleeve and a key clip as well, and then it's got a zippered pocket on the outside, and then again the same water bottle carry system can be mounted on either side. Then we do make a first aid kit, so we make these bags in the US as well. Really nice, high quality, waterproof zipper bag, and then we pack it with first aid supplies that would be used while mountain biking. And then lastly, this is our Lost Lake collection. So this is a mesh duffel bag and tote bag. So it's the mesh is a very durable mesh. It's very UV resistant. Just great for carrying around gear. You can put your sweaty gear or whatever in there and it can breathe. You can hose it off, very easy to clean. Has a strap on the top, made in the US as well, like everything else. And then last but not least, this is a new product that is actually not even out yet, but something we're launching here at Sea Otter. It'll be out in the next few months. This is kind of like the ultimate upgraded version of the Venture Pack. So the main thing with this is it has a 3D printed back panel from Carbon 3D. It's this is the same technology used by like Specialized in Physique and their 3D printed saddles. So that's super cool. It breathes really well, really durable, easy to clean. It's kind of grips on your back. It doesn't bounce around too much. And then this pack is also made with Challenge Ultra 400 UHMW PE fabric. So really, really, really durable and lightweight fabric. It's got the same flap top style closure system, and then it has a zippered pocket on the inside, 2 tool pockets there. There's a key clip in there as well, and then again the phone sleeve. So another about 2-liter capacity pack. This one is, again, really just kind of the ultimate pack. It's got wings with side pockets on there as well. So this was sort of, we wanted to make the best hip pack we could, and this is what we came up with. So this will be launching later this summer. It's called the Venture 3D. And yeah, that's the quick run through of High Above. Again, we're based in Washington State, and yeah, you can check us out at highabove.net. Yeah, absolutely.
Good day, everybody. My name is Robert. I'm with Rev Grips. We are a San Diego-based company. We make all of our products in San Diego. Rev Grips is a shock-absorbing grip system. We are the only ones in the world patented to have grips that are suspended from your handlebar. So the grips themselves do not touch the handlebar. It is a fully adjustable system that allows movement, and you can actually add more shims and movement as it suspends from the handlebar. There is 4 different sizes in an ergonomic series, and there is 4 different sizes in the non-ergonomic series. We make stems, 40 mil and 50 mil. Our 50 mil, you can actually put a trail bell inside of it and turn the trail bell on and off. And we also make hand guards as well. But what we're really known for is our grips, being that they are the only ones in the world that don't touch your handlebar. Being that the only suspension grip company in the world, what they do is they're actually going to reduce hand pain. Sometimes it reduces forearm pump. With those different sizes and it being suspended from the handlebar, it will make it having a better, comfortable ride and overall just increasing your ride experience because you're going to actually absorb that vibration through our suspension technology.
All right, so our latest product is the handguards. We have two different options. One is a quick release version. That's pretty easy to just flip open. And this will just pull right off of your bar. Easily clip right back on. We also have an integrated version that uses a shim kit, and that'll mount on most of the top end grips out there that we all use. It's a pretty easy system as well. You have adjustability in and out on the front plate. You can also adjust it out with a shim a little bit further out if you have bigger hands or like to run your controls out. So pretty easy to mount up, really easy, and got a nice bit of flexibility and protection. These are going for $50 and $60 a set. Get them while you can, they're selling out quick. These are probably our latest toolkit as well, the SOS tool system. These go right on a water bottle cage mount or your down tube mount if you have one, top tube mount. This is a good one for a top tube or down tube if you like it. It's kind of a dual barrel system. This has a cylindrical tool system in it. And this guy has your chain breaker on there, CO2, and some spoke wrenches. And then you have all your basic tools in there. And then you just have another sleeve here for whatever you need, extra accessories, zip ties, whatever you might want to run. Inside there is your tire lever as well. And then inside our tire levers, we have the bacon strips as well, and a plug kit inside there hidden in the tire levers, so that's an extra tool. We've got different options for water bottle cage or tube stash version. This is a more simplistic version. This guy has the dual barrels on each side. We'll run your toolkit inside here. This also has the same tool as the tube stash or the top tube version. And then you just have a couple different versions of those. Simple one, you can flip the water bottle cage left or right. Easy to mount up. There's spacers for different bikes in case you have cable routing or an e-bike or something like that. Besides that, you can pop the CO2 out as well, or this side, and run one of our pumps as well, so it's pretty universal that way. Besides that, pretty much it.
Give me an F. Give me an O. Give me an X. What does that spell? Yeah. You sure? You get the shirt? You did. Well, just extra challenge.
Hello. I'm Kata from First Degree. We're a mountain bike shoe brand from Austria in Europe, and it's our first time at Sea Otter in Monterey. And First Degree, the brand name, is coming from, so everything starts with the first degree. It's like the first pedal stroke is when you start going uphill. That's where mountain biking starts to be fun and enjoyable. And I show you our most important models now. We do have one of our most favorite model is the Flight XT. It has a specially grippy sole. And we also have shock absorbing material in the tongue. So if you get a hit on the shoe, it becomes stiff and it protects your feet from impacts. We also have the Arcade. This is kind of a sneaker model, and this is the pro model with Gabriel Wiedmer. We did this year. It's brand new. He decided on the colorway and it turned out really nice. And this shoe is for trial biking, dirt biking, BMX, works great for everything, and is also a great day-to-day shoe. And then we also have, this one is new this season, the Keeper. It has a special membrane, so it keeps your feet dry, and it's made for all weather. You can go out in the rain with it, it keeps your feet dry and warm. And then we also do have, we do have our Fuse. This is our clipless model. So for people who prefer to ride with click pedals, this shoe is also great. It has a strap on top, so you have a very snug and tight fit. And yeah, test it out. So the special thing about our shoes is we do have these more casual models. They're like, the sole is specifically made for mountain biking. We have those hexagonal lugs, so you will always find the grip on the pedal, but you can also, we have the open side, so if you need to get off the pedal quickly for doing tricks, it's very easy with the open side. And we also do all our soles with hyper grip. It's like a special sticky sole, and we do that for a long, we work with them for a long time already and found like our specific rubber compound. So these models are very nice. You can wear them on the bike and you can also wear them off the bike. It's a nice everyday shoe, and yeah, so you don't need to do any compromises anymore. And the flight model, here we have different colorways. This is also the lighter version with some mesh, so it's a bit more breathable. These are all with leather. And here we also have the sole with hyper grip again. It has a bit of a different sole, so here you can really like get the good grip on your pedals. The back and the front are a bit different, so you have the hiking zone, we call it. So if you need to go uphill or downhill with your bike, you will always have grip on like the mountain. And we do have a heel pocket here on the side, so if your laces are too long or get in the way, you can like put them in here, so you keep them out of your drivetrain. And we do have the shock absorbing material in the tongue. When it's warm, it will mold to your foot, so it's very comfortable, but if you get a hit on it, it will get stiff and protect your feet from all impacts. It also has a reinforced toe box, so you have some extra protection around the toe box. So with this shoe, you're like secure to go on every downhill track, and we'll have a great day.
Hi. My name is Aaron Bland. I'm the founder of Madrone Cycles. We're based in Ashland, Oregon in the United States. The name Madrone is of trees that we have in our area. So the name of the company is based on the regional trees that we have in our area. It's a beautiful hardwood tree, and it's tied to the outdoors. Many of the mountain bike trails are through the Madrone Forest in Ashland. We're about 1 year old, and we actually started the company last year at Sea Otter, this time last year, where we launched our rebuild kits for the SRAM Axis derailleurs and Eagle mechanical derailleurs, and that's what you see here. It was through the development of these products and the response from customers that we realized we could actually develop our own complete derailleur based on rebuildability, precision, and compatibility with any drivetrain. So that's how we came to develop the Madrone Jab derailleur. The name Jab also gets its name from a famous mountain bike trail in Ashland called Jabberwocky. So it's a legendary trail that everyone knows, and this is the short name for it. So the Madrone Jab, another tie to Ashland. These derailleurs will fit on any modern 1x drivetrain, so that includes 11 and 12 speed, Shimano and SRAM, mountain bike, and drop shifter types. And the way we do that is by offering different cams. All of these pieces are some of the various options. They're all tuned for different pull ratios of different shifter and cassettes. And that's how you pair the derailleur with your particular drivetrain. That's an option. There's also options for how you mount the derailleur. So we offer a conventional mount as well as the dual mount, and that allows you to add strength and stiffness to the assembly. If this plate is on there, similar to this one, you can see that allows you to achieve a nice, strong, rigid mount, more durable for mountain biking. It's not unlike the direct mount derailleurs that SRAM offers. This is our way of doing that. So there's mounting options, cam options. There's also cage options. We have a short and long cage option for the derailleurs depending on the size of your cassette. So it gives the user a lot of adjustability, a lot of configurability, and the ability to repair and adjust it themselves.
Cool.
Hey, my name's Joe. I'm with Atlas Power Lifts. This is our new electric bike lift, our EBR1. It's fully remote controlled. You can lift it up with the remote, drop it down, land the product on the ground, whether it be electric mountain bike, EMTB. You can carry up to 300 pounds onto our lift, and it loads and offloads with one person. You can quickly disengage it, roll it down, and the bikes load on in this fashion. And then you ratchet it up, it's ready to go. To get the bikes back up, you just use our remote. And it easily and quickly lifts up into position. You land it on there and it locks it into place. If you'd like, I can show you how it wheels away. We have a demo on this one over here. Simply drop it down onto the ground. Once it hits the ground, it can just wheel away like that. Wheel it back on. Really quickly, if you want to check out the lift itself, it has 4 height adjustments, so depending on how high or low your vehicle is, it can go up. It goes in with 1 bolt here and 1 bolt through here. So 2 bolts takes it on and off. So it's really easy to get it on and off within seconds. You can see here, this is our newest piece. It's a cargo tray. Does the same thing. So he's just roughing it into place for today's show. And this is the same kind of technology that we employ here. To get it back on, like I said, you just wheel it over into location. Lift it up into place. And it locks on. And you're set. Cool?
All right. Hello, welcome. This is the Odyssey Optus. It is our new product from Odyssey Mountain Bike, and it is not an inner tube. It is a tire insert. Main idea behind this was not to have a product that protects the rim, but the idea was to how can we make the suspension better? How can we help the suspension? How can we add some progressiveness to that top end when you're casing something hard, or when you're landing hard, or when you're taking a turn a little too fast, you know, and you're worried that your tire might come out. This is gonna help solve all those issues. Now, one of the main features on it is when at installation, it's gonna help you see the bead on the rim because of the way that it's designed. The insert itself, as you're putting pressure in, it expands inward, helping you push those beads into place, and then as well locking the bead in place now, you know, for when you're ready to ride. The other feature is obviously the dual adjustability, not only for the insert chamber itself, but for your tire pressure as well. Everything works through the same interface. These valves do not cross flow, so you can adjust the pressure at the same time on both with the same pump. You don't have to change anything. And obviously through installation, you remove the core and you can put the sealant through the valve, through the air valve for the main chamber as well. These are fully replaceable. You can also use TPU patches available to patch them if you do get a puncture or anything, but they are very reliable. We've tested them to where we tried to wreck the rim as hard as we could, and it's very difficult. We ran them down to about 17 PSI at the lowest, and no burping, no damage to the casing, obviously no damages to the rim. Yeah, we're very happy how it came out, you know? Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Steven from 9.8. We're a Canadian company, and we make mountain bike products. Our latest innovation is a pedal system This is great for winter riding. It's got a rubber surface, and you put the studs in your feet. So you screw studs into your favorite shoes or into your winter boots, and then you can get secure grip on the pedal. Fantastic for winter. When you step off the bike, you get the grip from the studs, and the pedals are much safer because you don't have the sharp studs sticking up. These are the screw-in studs that you can screw into your favorite riding shoes or winter boots. These are our angle adjusting headsets. We have both a solution for IS, internal bearing headsets, and a more conventional solution for the press-in type headsets. Both of these systems allow you to adjust your head tube angle from about 1.5 to 2.5 degrees, depending how much angle you'd like. And we can do either slacker or steeper. Our press-in type is available both in an external cup and a zero stack type, so you can control the effect on the stack height when you're installing these. Maybe you want a little more stack height and raise the front of your bike, or maybe you don't and you want to stick with a zero stack. These are all carefully machined with the eccentricity to maintain the alignment of the bearing. Here we go. To maintain the alignment of the bearing and your steer tube all correctly. This is the only IS solution that's available on the market. Our patented solution allows you to take out your integrated bearings, replace them with this stack, cinch it into your frame using a special install tool, and then you'll have external cup eccentric bearing seats, so you can again get that additional 1.5 to 2.5 degrees, even on a bike like a Specialized that uses internal bearings.
Tell me when. All right, hey guys. I'm Jessica. The Flare Fairy, me and my husband own our company, Helmet Flare. We're based in Lawrence, Kansas, and we make decorative attachments for helmets. Our Magnetos collection attaches with a magnet. The magnet has adhesive on the back side. You peel, stick, put it onto the helmet, and then they're all interchangeable. These are manufactured in Ohio, so made in the USA. Our mission is to increase helmet use by making them awesome, and we do that by bringing joy to safety. You're welcome.
So Radian is a company that I founded in 2022. My background is in automotive safety sensors and object detection, and I'm a cyclist, lifelong cyclist, and have had many near misses by cars almost hitting me. Also had a very good friend die when his bike was hit from behind by a car, and that motivated me to start Radian. Radian means radiant, meaning visible and easy to see. And the product that we have developed, the first product is called the Wingman. The Wingman, as you can see, is mounted on a bike. It uses specific and special reflective materials that reflect for camera sensors, radar sensors, and LiDAR sensors that are embedded in vehicles. So in most modern cars in Japan, really since about 2013, in the United States since 2015, all vehicles sold must have collision avoidance systems in them. Those systems have camera, radar, and LiDAR sensors embedded in them. So what we're doing is we're optimizing visibility and detectability for the cyclist when they are riding on the road. And when the radar, camera, or LiDAR signals hit the Wingman product, It amplifies and reflects that signal back to the sensors, making the cyclist larger to the collision avoidance system in the car. That triggers the forward collision warning alerts, the things that go bing, bing, bing when you get too close to another car. And it also will activate the braking if the driver does not take action, countermeasure action to stop the car. It's a brand new product. There's no other product like it. We've patented the product, and it's really the next iteration in cycling safety. There are some systems out there that will signal to the cyclist that there are cars coming up from behind, which is very useful information, and we very much support that technology. But we're the next iteration, the next level beyond that, where we're actually communicating the cyclist presence directly to the car's computer system, sometimes bypassing a distracted or disengaged driver and signaling to the system in the car, you've got a cyclist in front of you and you need to brake, and if you don't brake, the car will brake itself.
I'm Bruce from Sinter. We were a manufacturer of brake pads in Slovenia in Central Europe, and we've also introduced a new Sinter Smart Bedding machine. Many reasons for bedding in your brakes. Number one is safety. Without properly bedded in your brakes, your bike won't stop with the performance and the safety it needs to. When you bed in brakes, you effectively are taking friction material and bedding it into the rotor, so you have maximum stopping power when this is done. The only way to bed in the brakes properly is to start with a clean rotor, bed in the brakes. You need to bring heat into the system. And our machine efficiently, in 3 minutes a wheel, will bring the heat into the system to properly bed these brake pads in. We've developed this to be very efficient because we have all of the testing data to achieve maximum performance. It's also very important to make sure that the brake calipers are properly aligned after you bed in your brakes.